Yo, what is up, guys and gals? Hope you guys are all having a great day and a better week and weekend than I've been having. I ended up breaking the GC again, and it's not something that's easy to fix, I guess, or cheap to fix. So I ended up breaking the trans on the GC. No, it's not a 5-speed. I did not break a 5-speed. I broke an 04 STI 6-speed. And how did it happen? I'm pretty sure what caused the 6-speed to break was me flat foot shifting. And I'm not saying that like flat foot shifting in general is going to break your car, but when your ECU is reading your shifting at anywhere between 100 to 110 milliseconds, you're probably gonna break something. So yeah, essentially what happened was I typically shift between anywhere from 250 milliseconds to 280 milliseconds. On average, it's like 275 is what I've been seeing. And I was like, you know what, dude, like let's see if we can get it as fast as almost like a sequential or whatever. Let's see how fast I can get my shifts going. So I was just going hard, dude. I was just like, dude, let's get this shit, like let's go as fast as possible. And I got in the 100 millisecond range, and I remember going from third to fourth. As soon as like literally went from third to fourth and like slammed into fourth, I just hear a big old bang, and then it just hear like clunk 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 clunk, and I was like, oh dude, this can't be good. And I look at my rearview mirror, like on the driver's side. I look at my rearview mirror and I look behind me and I see this whole cloud of smoke. I'm like, no, dude. I was like, no way. Like I just broke something. And yeah, I let the car kind of just coast, and I can hear the clunking noise still going, and I'm just like, I wonder if it's my engine, because I had it in gear, and I took off a gear, and I still hear the clunking noise, and I'm just like, okay, this is definitely gonna be something drivetrain related. So I let the car kind of just coast until like it's pretty much stops, just because I wanted to get as much distance as possible before, either calling a tow truck or driving the car or whatever. So I let the car coast, and then I pull over to the side, and I look under the car, and dude, the car is just leaking diff fluid everywhere. Like right by where like the downpipe is at, I just see the fluid just like leaking out. I'm just like, oh, damn, you just put a hole in your trans. Like, haha, dude, so crazy. So I didn't notice that the drive shaft was also broken. I just noticed that the tail housing to the 6-speed broke, and I was like, you know what, dude, like let's just drive like this, dude. Like it's a goner. Like I'm gonna have to rebuild it. So I ended up driving it home like that, and oh my god, dude, the carnage is just crazy. I'm not even like mad that it broke. I'm surprised that it broke. And I'm surprised that it broke the way that it did break, because like I've never seen an STI 6-speed break from the tail housing, and my carbon fiber drive shaft just kind of pieced out. It was just like, dude, I'm gonna leave a shot, and I think it was just like later, and it just broke too. So yeah, let me show you guys the carnage. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking out the trans today. I don't know if I'm gonna have it completely out, but we're gonna start the process, and yeah, check this out, guys. All right, there is the spectacular sight. You can kind of see the little opening for the gears. Let me put you guys in a better spot. So there you go. Look at that. Dude, that thing is cracked. It is crazy. Oh my god. Let me put this light on the floor. Oh my god, dude. Crazy. So, as y'all can see, that's not supposed to be like that. I cracked the tail housing somehow. And obviously it leaked all the fluid to the back, and that drive shaft is about to piece itself out of the actual output shaft. But yeah, crazy. Let me show you guys the drive shaft as well. Oh, Jesus. And there's my drive shaft. My drive shaft also said peace out. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god, dude. This car is just nothing but money. Dude, this thing. Oh my god, dude, this thing is just gnarly. Oh. The carnage, man. Dude, the carnage is just crazy. I can say that I tore up a carbon fiber drive shaft, and I can say that it broke a 6-speed. And the craziest part is that I broke the tail housing of the 6-speed, where the center diff kind of, you know, sits. Like, that's the center diff's home. But yeah, we are going to start the whole process here of taking the trans out. So yeah, let's have some fun with this. Although it's not really gonna be fun taking out trans on the floor. But yeah, let's get this started and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take the aero separator out of the way. I'm gonna have to take the downpipe off as well. And that's pretty much gonna be it up here. There is gonna be pretty much the clutch slave that I need to take off. This is why I gotta move this out of the way, because it's in front of the clutch slave. So I need to move this out of the way, clutch slave out, and then take the throttle bearing. It's like a rod kind of. Get the throttle bearing rod out, and then I can move on under the car. I'll take the wheels off, take the axles out, and then take the drive shaft out, which is going to be easy. And then after that, I'm going to start unbolting the bell housing bolts to the trans, unbolt the pitch mount as well. And I think that should be pretty much it. I think it should be able to come out afterwards. I'm hoping it's easier said than done, but we'll see. It's on the floor, so I don't think it's gonna be as easy. If it was up in the air, it's a lot easier. When I did my clutch, it was just so much easier when I had to lift. So yeah, let's get this going. All right, so let's start this whole process here. All right, let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and get that aero separator out of the way. So that's man, it's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. All right. I gotta undo the pitch mount as well. So I'm gonna undo the pitch mount while I'm there to make it easier and keep going on forward from there. All right, so I went ahead and got some of the stuff from the bottom undone just because this downpipe is kind of being a piece of work. So I'm gonna take off the wheels and we're gonna work from the bottom just to get the downpipe off, and then we'll continue working on with the top. And then after that, hopefully it's smooth sailing. I'm not too sure if it's going to be smooth sailing or not, just because it's on the floor. If it was on the floor, I would say it would be smooth sailing, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so let's see. All right. All right, now that the wheels are off, I'm gonna loosen up the downpipe in the bottom and continue on with the top from here. All right, so the downpipe is half loose, so should be able to get this thing on out. Now, I have to pry this thing off. So I'm gonna pry that little V-band clamp off. I'm gonna show you guys which one it is. It can be kind of a pain sometimes. Just gotta undo this one right here, get to that V-band off, and then I can take the downpipe off and I can focus on the rest from the top from there. It would just make my life a lot easier, so yeah. All right, so the downpipe is now off, so I'm gonna do the pitch mounts I'm gonna take off, and then I'm gonna take off the clutch slave, and I'm gonna get that little rod that goes through the throttle bearing the little pitchfork. I'm gonna get that out, and then after that we'll focus on the bottom, and then after that we'll focus on getting the subframe bolts out, and then the trans should drop. So we'll see. Hopefully this goes well. And then of course, when you guys are pretty much dropping the trans, make sure you guys disconnect all the wiring up here. So you have to disconnect these connectors, and then obviously undo the pitch mounts. Yeah, because you can snag these and you can break them, so just don't forget to undo these. But yeah. All right, well, most of the stuff on the top is pretty much undone. I am gonna start taking out the CB axles. These are super easy to take out. There's just like a little pin that kind of holds it through on the transmission side. There's like a little nub, and then there's a 32 mil that you gotta just take off here, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these axles out, and then yeah, we'll keep continuing from there. So far so good. All right, so of course you got your 32 mil here. Just gonna be that little nut right here, and then when you go on to the bottom, let me see here if I can show you guys. All right, so down here, there is essentially a little pin that you gotta take out, which you can probably see right here. So you guys can see that pin right here. So let me see if I can show you guys. So there's a pin right there, right where my finger's at. So essentially that drive pin, you gotta essentially get that thing on out, and then that will pretty much be that. So yeah, I'm gonna take both axles out and then continue with this whole removal. All right, now I got my 32 mil socket. Just gonna undo this axle nut. I forgot that it's all state as well, so I'm gonna undo the state on it. Cool. So this one's out. I'm gonna undo the other axle nuts, and I'm gonna drive that pin out, and then I should be able to pop off the axles. All right, both axles are out. I'm working a little bit backwards here because I'm working on the floor. Typically, I would get all the stuff from the top undone, but yeah, both of them are out. Now I'm gonna undo the last bolt for the starter, take the starter bolt out, and then after that, I think I'm going to have an issue. I think the issue is that I have the cross member brace. So this brace right here, I think is gonna get in the way of the trans. So I'm probably gonna have to undo the bolts for that, which means I'm gonna have to undo my control arm bolts, which, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but just extra steps I wouldn't have to take if I didn't have that cross member brace. But yeah, after that, I'm gonna start loosening pretty much almost all the bell housing bolts. Oh yeah, and I can't forget the clutch, the throttle bearing, whatever fork on the throttle bearing. I can't forget that, so I gotta undo that as well. And then I can start undoing all the bell housing bolts, and then hopefully drop the trans. So we'll see. All right, so the cross member brace is out. Now I can loosen up all the 14 mils on top. There's gonna be a couple up here, and then it's gonna be a couple on the bottom as well. And then pretty much you can get the trans on it out. So yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. The only thing that's gonna be hard is actually taking the transmission out itself. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes smoothly. All right, well, we were pretty much there. The trans is ready to drop. I have 4 14 mils I need to undo, and then it should drop. I just need to separate it from the engine. That's probably gonna be the most difficult part, but yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. Very exciting stuff. I'm actually really curious to see what exactly broke. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this thing down hopefully, and we'll see how this thing goes. All right, I got those 2 bolts right here undone. I have the other 2 right here, and then I should be able to drop the trans. Oh man, this is crazy. You guys actually need to see this. So it's like shaft right here is completely loose. Like I can move it with my fingers. Like, yeah, I probably broke the output shaft, and then that was probably resulting damage and damage everything else. So yeah, there must have been like a huge shock that happened in the output shaft, and then must have torn up the inside, and that's what probably caused the tail housing to break. But yeah, it's just crazy. Just being able to, like, actually it won't even move anymore. Oh no, you can still move it. But yeah, it's almost out. All right, as I was trying to pull the trans out, the back tail came out. Dude, crazy. So, oh, dude, this is so much carnage. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to finagle this thing out of here. Shouldn't be too much longer, but that's crazy. All right, I'm back. This is actually day number 2. I actually got a little busy yesterday. Had to go take my Forester to go get the windows tinted, so that is why I wasn't able to finish yesterday. And I got some plans, or I had some plans yesterday. So yeah, so the transmission is pretty much coming out now. So let me show you guys just real quick. Yep, she's all separated, pretty much ready to drop. So I just wanted to show you guys this just real quick. So there she is. She is separated from the engine. So I did use 2 jacks. I used the transmission jack, the low pro one, and then another jack as well, just kind of in case this thing wanted to drop forward. Just wanted to make sure it wouldn't hit the floor. But yeah, she's pretty much ready to come on out. And let me show you guys the Forester real quick. there are some mods coming for the Forester here soon. So I just got tint done yesterday, so I finally have tint on the windows. Super nice. I did do 15%. I didn't want to do like 5% or anything like that, but yep, there is tint now on the Forester. I did just order some coilovers for it as well. So I am running silvers. That is what I'm running on the GC. So I am running silvers coilovers. I do love them. I'm not gonna lie, they're actually really good for the price point. I'm gonna try these out on this and see how it rides because I do have Swiss springs on this. I just got the regular springs on this. So I will be making a video on the silvers coilovers for the Forester and for the GC. I love them on the GC. They ride almost like stock. It's like they're digressive, so they get pretty stiff when you actually start applying some type of load on them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they ride super nice. But yeah, transmission is about to come out. Next thing from here is going to be the transmission just being out somewhere here on the floor. So yeah, just want to update you guys on this. All right, success. This thing is out. It was not easy to take it out because I didn't have enough space under the car, man. So I had to like drop the trans off of the jack. Like, the thing is, like, I was trying not to hurt anything, so it sucked. But trans is out. That is the carnage, of course. So I'm gonna see what we need to do on this center section to get it back to normal. I think that the gears are going to be okay. I mean, it was going into gear perfectly fine. It was just obviously that rear tail section had snapped. So yeah, so the transmission is out. Yeah, great stuff. So built trans is going to be that for the GC. It's going to be fully built. As far as the transmission goes, what is it going to be built with? It's going to be the IAG straight cut 1 through 4th with synchronizers, and it's going to be stock 5th and 6th. The reason why I want stock 5th and 6th is just for the drivability aspect. So in case if I do drive on the highway, you know, I can just throw it in 5th, throw it in 6th gear. I won't hear any whine. Although the whine is super cool. My homie, he has a Mark IV Supra. His has straight cut gears and his whines like no other, and it's just so cool. And then when he's in 5th and 6th, it just stops whining, of course, because he has stock 5th and 6th as well. So I'm going to do that. So IAG, PPG, straight cut gears, stock 5th and 6th, billet selector forks. I'm also going to do the chromoly output shaft, so I won't snap that. I'm gonna try to get the DCCD beefed up somehow, if that's even possible. And I think that should be it. So yeah, super fun stuff. This is essentially the second day of me doing the whole trans overhaul. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was very tough just getting this transmission out on the floor. I don't think I ever want to do that ever again. For those of you guys that do swap out transmissions on the floor, props, because it sucks. It really sucks. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see how quickly I get the next transmission. I don't know. I'm still debating if I'm going to get a new one or if I'm going to get this one rebuilt with all that stuff. But yeah, we'll see how quickly I get this whole thing moving. Probably not too quickly. The reason why is because I kind of want to focus more money on the Forester. Like I said, I just ordered some coilovers for it. I'm thinking about getting Brembos. I need to do control and bushings on it for sure. I need to do wheel bearings, valve cover, gaskets leaking. I need to replace the evap solenoid as well because that's also going out. So there's a couple maintenance things I need to do on the Forester. So I kind of want to focus a little bit more money on that thing and just make it like a super cool, like daily OEM plus. I'm going to throw the RPF ones on that thing as well. So it's going to look nice. So yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And yeah, we'll see when I make another video of me doing some more stuff on the GC. Next video is going to be for the Forester for sure. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and have a great day, have a great night, wherever you guys, gals are at, and take care. All right, peace.